Facebook Live, have you ever bought a Chinese learning toy and it's lying somewhere at home collecting dust? Well, I'm going to save you today, and I'm going to show you three ways of maximizing the use of this Chinese learning toy. Okay, before I do that, let me know where you are from. Type in the comments where you're from, whether you're from Singapore or from outside Singapore, Malaysia, Korea, Japan, or England. Yeah, keep those comments coming in. Meanwhile, let me share a little bit about myself. I've been doing videos. I'm your cool Chinese coach who come up with videos and training to help parents and families who are interested to learn Chinese. So I make Chinese happen for your families. I do talks. I go to schools and I do workshops and corporates too, basically to help implement or teach strategies where families and teachers can make Chinese more fun and effective, whether at home or in the teaching classrooms. So enough about myself. Maybe share a bit about you. I have 2 children myself. Maybe tell me in the comments, how many children do you have in your families? I have 2 children myself, and I work with families with children from like 1 to 12 years old. So if you could tell me how many children you have, or maybe their ages, that'll be really helpful to me, because I come up with not just teaching videos, but I have weekly videos on to answer parents' questions as to how to learn Chinese at home. So if you can type that in the comments, that'll be great. I'm looking at the comments. Many of you in Singapore. That's great. I know today is a special day, and I want to wish all the mothers a happy Mother's Day. So if you're a mother yourself, or you have a mom, or you have a wife who is a good mother, so just pound on the hearts. Wish them a happy Mother's Day right now. Okay, for those who just joined me, Facebook Live, or you are watching the replay, today I'm going to share with you the 3 ways you can maximize the use of your Chinese learning toy. Of course, I brought mine here too. This is my favorite Chinese learning toy, and I'm not going to show you yet. Maybe if you can tell me if you have a Chinese learning toy at home. If you have, just type yes in the comments, and I'm going to show you mine right now. Let me unbox mine here. Here you go. Okay, I'm really excited about this one, because this is one of my favorite Chinese learning toy. I'm unboxing it right now. Okay. It comes with a few of these blocks, as you can see. We've seen like Lego learning blocks. Yeah, quite a few of them. And this is the exciting part. You can see lots and lots of Chinese learning tiles. And they come on these tiny blocks, like half my finger size. And everyone has got either a Chinese character or half of a Chinese character. How do I play with it? Well, I'm going to show you in a little moment. But first, I need drum rolls. So pound on the likes. The wild face are my favorite, and the heart shapes. So do that, and I will show you how to play with this particular toy. Here you go. Okay, I see all those hearts coming in. Looks like hearts are like our favorite today. Here you go. Pick up yellow block. The objective of this toy is really to form as many Chinese words as possible. So I have got like, I picked up a word called mouth, as you can see. And if I put it on the side of the Lego block, it stays there. So if I try to look for another towel, maybe this one. Can you see that? Jiao. Now this is mouth, and with this character, it forms the word yao. That means you bite with your mouth. And if I do find another word, I can form a new word that says, here, with a call here, and this is tan. So you form another word again. So basically with this toy, I like it because you can form as many words as you like. If you like what I just shared, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Great. So that's my learning toy. And I don't know if you have this moment like me. I have bought many learning toys, and this is just one of them. And some of them, when I buy it, I was so excited to use it. But when I bring it back home, the children are totally not interested. If you have the same problem, just pound yes, or type in the comments and say yes, 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 yes. And I will help you by sharing with you how you can actually maximize the use of the learning toys. Not just 3 ways, but actually many ways. Yes, keep the lights coming in. Great. Okay, here's the thing. Before I share with you examples about how to play with the toy that I just shared, here are 3 ways that you need to know before you buy a Chinese learning toy. In my online course, I talk a lot about this. That is learning Chinese the fast way. What is fast? F-A-S-T. F as in fun. Fun. All the toys that I buy back home basically must have this underlying factor that it's going to be fun for me and my children to play with. And number 2, A. What's A? A is appropriate. That means I need the toy to be suitable for my children to play at home. And of course, S as in simple. The toys has to be simple enough so that everyone can have fun, playing with it. And the last one is T, together. The most important element of playing a toy, that is the adults and the children can really play with it together. So if you want to hear more about this, different principles underlying the fast way of learning Chinese, you can go into my online class or go look into my YouTube channel, Cool Chinese. I've got lots of teaching videos there where you can understand a little bit more about it. So how about my Chinese link toy? Do you want to know the 3 ways you can maximize the use of this learning toy that I brought? If your answer is yes, give me the hearts right now so I can share with you the 3 ways of maximizing this learning toy that I've just brought with me. Thank you. That's good. Okay, here. With this toy that I've just brought, I don't just get my children to find as many words as possible. If you bring this back home and the child is probably like 2 or 3 years old and is not interested in looking at the Chinese words, what do you do? Yes, this is especially very rare for families with children, more than one child, like one may be in the preschool and the other one is in elementary school, and the last one could be at 12 years old doing the examination. So then what do you do? This is what you do. You will actually notice there are different colors, okay? The green, the yellow, the red, and the blue. I use that there's this family coming to me to say that, hey, Emmeline, my children is only interested in naming the colors on the tiles. So I mentioned to them, well, it does not matter. Then just, chuck everything out the window and come up with something else. So I proposed to this family to actually do this, to grab all the tiles, put them in a basket, and then have the names of all the colors, yellow in Chinese, blue in Chinese, green in Chinese, and red in Chinese, written out in cards. So they all have a race of what? Of placing and sorting out the different colors in the different baskets that's named in Chinese. Huang, Lan, Hong, Lü. Now, it's totally different from what the original plan of this learning toy, but they all had fun. And at the end of the day, they managed to recognize the 4 different color words, which is Lan, Huang, Hong, Lü. Mom had fun, and they, for a long time, weeks, they played sorting of the tiles in different colors. So if you like this idea, pound like, so that I can continue sharing with you the second way of playing with this toy. Yes, I see all the lights coming in. That's great. Now, the second way of playing with it is for the older children. Now, they may not be able to recognize all the different words. So this family came to me and said, wow, it's just too difficult to recognize all the different words. So the child was 7 years old, and mom wanted to do it differently. So she picked out only those characters that's related to the textbooks that is in the Tingxie list, the list given from the school for dictation. So she only picked out those characters every single day. And then what do? They put the tiles in a tissue box. And whenever they play a game of guessing what Chinese word will pop out. So every day, the adults and the children will pick out the words and then try to get the other party to name the word on hand. Now, that is totally a different gameplay altogether. But did they have fun? They had fun. So that was for the 7 or 8-year-olds. I'm going to share with you a third way of maximizing the use of this learning toy. So if you want to know more, give me the hearts now or the wild face, my favorite button, the wild faces. Keep pounding that. And I will tell you what I did with the 12-year-olds, those who are going for examinations. Thank you. That's great. Okay. With the 12-year-olds, because I use the whole classes for those who go for examinations at 12 years old. In Singapore, we call it PSLE. And it was a group of very playful boys, 5 or 6 of them. And for them, it has to be exciting and competitive. So I group all these tiles into a bag. No one sees what's in the bag. Each one pick up 7 tiles without looking. So the gameplay was to form a sentence with all the tiles. And the winner is the one who get rid of all the tiles. So that's what I did. But sometimes they don't get to form a sentence with all the tiles. But they know how to form a sentence by writing the words that they did not get. So long as they manage to string a sentence, I give them the points and they get rid of all the tiles and they win the game. That is the third way of using this toy. Of course, there are not only 3 ways, seriously. There are many, many different ways of using this learning toy. So what's my message today? It is this, that we adults are very fixated whenever we buy a certain learning toy, and there are rules and we want to use it in a certain way, but we don't really have to be so stuck with the rules. We can actually come up with our own rules, so long as it is fun, so long as it is suitable to the learning needs of our children, the learning style of our children, so long as it is simple enough and we are playing with it together, then we have already maximized the use of this toy. Now, that is much, much better than leaving the toy somewhere at home where no one touches it, where it collects dust. So if you agree with what I said, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, thank you. So this is one session that I have talking about one learning toy that I have, but actually I have a lot of Chinese learning tools, and I intend to have weekly Facebook Live to answer your questions. So every Sunday, I'm here, 3 p.m. I've got more things lined up. In fact, for next Sunday, I will be doing, I have 2 topics in mind, and I'm not too sure which one I want to do. One of you have written to me to say that you want me to teach other ways of using flashcards like this. Give me a thumbs up if you have it. Do you have flashcards at home? Thumbs up. Yeah, there are many ways of using this flashcard. So I intend to do a session on this flashcards. But then I have another parent asking me too about the basic rules of introducing our children to writing in Chinese. So I've done some work on that, and I intend to do it next Facebook Live. But I'm just not too sure which one to do. So if you want me to do introduction to Chinese writing, type it in the comments. Correct. Now, if you want me to do games involving flashcards, type it in the comments. I will look at all the comments, and then I will decide what to do next week, if not the week after. But surely I'll be here every Sunday, 3 p.m. Facebook Live. So if you're going to join me, give me all the hearts now. Hearts, hearts, hearts. And here's wishing all the mothers a happy Mother's Day. All right, this is where I end my Facebook Live. I'll see you next week, Sunday, 3 p.m. Thanks for joining me.